All right. I did I did one of these videos yesterday at my part-time job, and I decided to delete it because I don't want to say anything that reflects poorly on my part-time job. I'm very happy to work at that shop, and I was upset about the pandemic and about wearing my mask. And I wear my mask wherever I'm required to wear my mask. I'm wearing my mask, but to have that thing on your face for long periods of time, it's just not comfortable. And why lie? It's not a big deal. There are plenty of people that have terrible things that they have to deal with 24/7, and they can't escape it. But this is something that I hope that one day we can think of it fondly. Oh yeah, remember when we wore masks all the time? It's just uncomfortable. All right, so this is Where Was I? And I like to title it that by that name because I often am wondering, lose my train of thought. All right, I would like to show the wonderful weather we're having today. This is a part diary, and maybe it's something that my brother will watch. I have one like over the course of two videos. This is the third one, and YouTube's giving me a hard time. I uploaded, or I clicked on some wrong button, and now the format has changed. And on my phone, it's not user friendly. It's really teeny tiny. We're talking like 5-6 point type, and it's just hideous. You can't. It's just bad. So I wish I could press the reset button and go back to the format that I had previously. It was a lot easier to use. And then it wasn't loading up properly. The video that I was kind of questioning, did I want to post that? Because I was complaining about the pandemic, and it was related to the mask, and I didn't want that to be associated with my part-time job, because we require masks there, and that's a good thing because you don't want to pass this thing on to anybody. That's the question. I was driving over here. I'm at the gym now. I'm in the parking lot. This is almost 3 minutes. I like to keep these things under 10 minutes, and because I watch them over again. I like to hear myself talk. Yeah. And as I was driving over here, there was a guy that was walking on the sidewalk on Dickinson campus there on High Street, coming over here to the gym, and he's walking and he's by himself. There's no one near him, and he's wearing a mask. And you pass this COVID from person to person through droplets, right? Are we still not sure? I'm still not sure on what is going to give me this thing. How am I going to get it? Is it going to come just on the breeze, and I'm going to get it that way? Because this guy seemed to, for whatever reason he was wearing it, it just seemed to me that it's not going to come blowing across somebody's lawn and up your nose. It's going to be talking to somebody that's an asymptomatic carrier, or somebody that's got symptoms and sneezes on you, and you get it that way. Is that wrong? Somebody tell me. I'm going to have to ask that question because nobody's going to watch this video. Okay, on a more somber note, as if COVID is such a happy note, I got a colonoscopy on Friday, and I made a joke about it on Facebook, just the embarrassing nature of having somebody literally crawl up your and then just look around. And so but then a couple of people made comment that it was nice that I reminded people about the importance of having these cancer screenings, and I didn't think of it that way. I just thought of it as, this is you're a certain age and you get this test done. I had it done 5 years ago. They found a polyp, they removed it, and then I had to get it done 5 years following. Somebody else that was there, they got to come back in 10 years. It was in booths, and you could hear what the doctor was saying to the other patients. And so they told them, we'll see you in 10 years, but I had to come back earlier because I had that issue. This time there was something but it was very minor, so I believe that there's nothing to be concerned about. I guess I should call them. They called today, left a voicemail. They said if you have any, just to follow up to see how I was feeling, and I'm feeling fine. And so, but I could call back and say, hey, I don't have to worry about anything, right? I guess we always have to worry about something. But, colonoscopy, classmate told me that, a family member, I believe it was her mother, died of colon cancer. And so it's definitely nothing to make light of. And it's something to follow up on. If you have health care, and even if you don't, get that test scheduled somehow. There's help available for people that don't have health care. You can get low-cost health insurance. I know that from being unemployed and having to seek out health care. And so... take care of your health. Your own best health advocate. They asked a whole bunch of preliminary questions prior to this colonoscopy, and it was just checking boxes because they didn't. There's no follow-up. What did they ask me? A lot of personal questions during this the pre-procedure questionnaire, but it was just checking boxes. They didn't ask any questions, and I don't even want to get into it. You get a colonoscopy, and they'll ask you those questions, and you'll say, "Whoa, what's that about?" Something else I saw on Facebook today was the statistic about 22 veterans we lose every day. It was about post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. And mental health is important. Another friend, a contact on Facebook, said that their friend unexpectedly is no longer with us. He apparently committed suicide. And that's something that I've posted on my Facebook often. It just seems that there are so many ways you can punch out of this life. Old age, that's a nice way to think about it. Just peacefully in your sleep. Accidents, disease, and mental health, that is something that I have a hard time wrapping my head around that. Just that it's something that needs to be treated just as much as any other type of ailment, and it needs to be recognized. And it's something that I wish that they would just spend so much money on mental health and something to help people. Just think about, and I don't know what the numbers are, but the amount of money they spend on interdiction, they're seeking out people that are using illegal drugs. And then incarceration, they're throwing those people in jail. If they would take that amount of money, people are using these drugs, from marijuana to whatever, for personal use, I really don't think anybody should be rotting in jail. And I know jails must vary in condition. So some places might be a country club, and some other places Alcatraz or some hideous torture chamber prison. But no one should be spending a day in jail over personal use of like a joint or something like that. And I know that more and more states are getting recreational. I'm not a smoker. I'm not against it, and I have smoked, but it's not my thing. I don't have the best lungs, And so it's just and typically it just puts me to sleep when I have experienced or have smoked. It just puts me to sleep. And somebody said I got the wrong stuff. I got the wrong type. I know they got different types. All right, where was I? Take care of yourself. And I'm going to take care of myself by heading into the gym. And that's over 10 minutes. Okay.